Hey guys, so it is Sunday, February 5th, and I finally got a few minutes to do a video on some of the seed hauls and seeds that I've been purchasing and planting out this year. So far, I have gotten some seeds from Dollar Tree. I've gotten some seeds from MI Gardener. I got a new Hoss Tools, and I've pulled out some from last season that I'm still growing through the spring. So I will kind of go into the Hoss Tools first. Then I will show you some of the flowers and different greens and peas that I've got from Fairy Moores, from Lowe's and Dollar Tree. And then we'll get into the herbs that I got from MI Gardener. So the bulk of the order that I got from MI Gardener was herbs, culinary, medicinal herbs. I'm just trying to expand my perennial herbs and even some of my medicinal herbs that are growing in my yard. So let's get into the Hoss. So I got just a really small basic Hoss haul here. I got some yarrow, kind of going with my herbs that I've started. I got some of these strike bush beans, which I had planned on buying in the fall, but I never did do a Hoss order for the fall. I only did Baker Creek. So I have my strike bush beans that are ready to go in a couple weeks when I'm able to start planting those. And I got a summer squash from them. I've tried a couple different summer squash from them, and I've been successful with them. This is the first time trying the Slick Pick yellow squash. I've heard a lot of good reviews about it, so I've already started planting these out in the greenhouse so that I can get them under my row covers and get ahead of the squash bugs. Next, I got a couple of peppers. I got the Hidalgo Poblano, which is a large 70-day poblano pepper. And then I got the Colossus jalapeno from Hoss. I did not feel like I had a lot of pure jalapeno seeds on hand. I know that when I grow my peppers, I just throw all my seeds together and plant them, and I get what I get. So I just wanted to make sure that I had some pure jalapeno seeds, fresh ones to go for this year, that I knew I was getting some jalapenos, and these are supposed to be like super big, so I have not tried that variety from them before. And then we will get into the tomatoes. Just got a couple. So I got the Chef's Choice Black Tomato. This is an indeterminate, and I have tried the Chef Choice Orange. I've been growing it for a couple years from Hoss. Really awesome tomato. Love it. Been growing it every year since I bought it a couple years back. And I wanted to just go ahead and try a different color in the Chef's Choice line. So I got this Chef's Choice Black. And this is a indeterminate, like I said, and it's a 75-day maturity. And then I got 3 of the of their determinate hybrid mega tomatoes that they have, that have the disease resistance plus the production packages on them. In the past, I've been wanting to get this red snapper for about 3 years now, and it's always sold out whenever I go to order it. So I went ahead and got the red snapper. This is, like I said, a determinate, highly rated on the website. A lot of people review it on their Facebook page. They've reviewed it and trialed it a lot. And this is a 75-day, and it is a sort of I guess you would say, a bush beefsteak type. This next one, and in these, this said that it was pelleted, but it wasn't, and I did only get 10 seeds in this package for $3.99. And that's another thing that kind of holds me back on some of these ones from Hoss, because you only get a couple of seeds to plant, unless you get the more like a $10 package. The next one that I got to try is the Summer Pick. I've seen this grown and reviewed a lot on their website as well. It is a 75-day determinate, has a supposedly very good disease package on it, and it is another bush beefsteak determinate tomato. And then the last one is a new one that I have just started seeing on their website and on their show called the Dixie Red. I'm not sure if this is the first year they've had this or the first season, but it is an 87-day determinate beefsteak tomato. So this one was actually the Dixie Red. The reason why I got it was because it is geared towards the southern climates, and it will flower in hotter temperatures than most tomatoes. They'll start dropping their flowers once it gets too hot, and this one is supposed to have a better resistance to that in the heat. And that is all from Haas. I will go into some of the flowers. I haven't really ordered a lot of flowers or bought a lot of flowers this year yet. I've noticed I've just been sticking to the basics, but I did get these from Dollar Tree. So they have these big packets of flowers in their garden section this year. So I got a zinnia, I got a sunny area wildflower blend, and I got a marigold. And these have a lot of seeds in them. They do have some other butterfly mixes and some other different flower, a couple more different ones. I don't remember what they are, but a couple more varieties you can get from Dollar Tree. So I just got these big old packs. This is a semi-dwarf mixed color zinnia. And these marigolds are the dwarf French doubles. So they're all the little double orange and gold ones. And then from Dollar Tree, I also got a dwarf jewel nasturtium, which I love nasturtiums. And I'm actually growing a couple of these. I already got them coming up in my greenhouse, but I never plant enough of these. And then the couple that I do plant, when they come up and start blooming, I always wish I had planted more. And then we'll keep with the Dollar Tree for a second. So we got a cottage garden mix from Dollar Tree, a helichrysum double mix, and we got one of my favorite flowers is the snapdragon. And then we also got a mixed color petunia, and that's all the information that it gives about these. So I've already started those in the greenhouse. And then from Lowe's, I got this Mardi Gras coreopsis. And these, aside from being a pretty, butterfly and bee loving plant, coreopsis is also a medicinal herb that you can grow in your garden, and you can look up the different medicinal things that you can do with that. Also got the blanket flower gaillardia. And I got a painted daisy, and yeah, so this is just a mixed color of the colored daisies. And then I got some beans and peas. I did pick up a few packages of these. I grow these all the time. I love these. They're awesome. They produce awesome. They're delicious. So I always get lots of packages of these Cherokee wax yellow bush beans from Dollar Tree for 25 cents a pack. And they're still 25 cents a pack, even though everything else is 5 quarters. And then I also will be finishing this burpee pack that I got last fall, that is the Gold Rush garden bean, bush bean. And then I also got the burpee golden wax improved. So all of those are going to be planted throughout the long growing season that I have for beans here. Also from Lowe's, I picked up the Provider Burpee Organics Provider bush bean. And from Dollar Tree, I got the Tender Green improved bush bean. And then also from Dollar Tree, I got the Sugar Snap Pea. I got several packages of these Sugar Snap Peas. And then from MI Gardener, I just got, I've been saving seeds, and I still have a lot of seeds that I saved after the freeze for my Christmas limas. But I just went ahead and picked up another bag of these because I can never grow enough of these in the late summer and the fall. They do really well for me, and I've been growing them ever since I've been growing anything. Alright, so with MI Gardener, I'm going to go ahead and just talk about the greens real quick, and then I'm going to also look at a couple other greens that I've been growing. So I got the Rouge di Verona Radicchio, which I've never grown radicchio. I've probably eaten it, but I've never grown it before, so I just wanted to try it out, and I always like the reds and the purples. And then this is another one that I'm trying out, is this Tokyo mustard. It just looked really tender, and I really love mustards, even the spicy ones. I love to add those to my greens or my salads. I just like the bite that the mustards give. So this one says it is from Tokyo, light green, thin leaves with a cross between a cabbage and a lettuce texture. They are rich, kick in protein, vitamin K, B6, B2, A, C, and E, and iron. They are traditionally used to make Asian mustard, a taste all its own. Plants are cold hardy and stay sweet and tender even as the warm weather comes. So that's another plus for me, because the warm weather never goes away. It might go away for a day, but it's always around, whether it's December, January, February. It doesn't matter. In my last video just yesterday, I was wearing a toboggan and a sweater, and today, it's hot. And it was hot during the middle of the day, but the beginning of the day it was 40 degrees, and at the end of the day it was 40 degrees. So that's Florida. And then from Dollar Tree, I got some of the giant noble spinach. So if you've been watching my last video, fall and spring, the February garden tour, you've seen the microgreens. So I picked up these Dollar General had these on just one of those strips on one of their end caps, and they were selling these for $1, this huge pack of microgreens, which if you're growing them as microgreens probably wouldn't last you a really long time. But there is 6 or 7 different varieties in each one of these of seeds, and I have just been planting them like regular seeds and growing them as regular plants. So I got the mild mix, and this has, let's see if I can find, it said it has red express cabbage, lacinato kale, tatsal mustard, black night tatsal, cabbage pak choy, and Mizuna mustard. So all of those are in this giant pack of seeds, and I've just been planting them out in my little cell trays and then transplanting them and growing them out into full-size plants. So that is a ton of seeds and a ton of varieties to get for $1. I've been planting them ever since fall, and I still have a ton of seeds in here. So that was the bulk of my fall greens. I didn't buy any fall greens during the fall or early fall. I just planted these. And then the cabbage and the broccoli and the turnips, or rutabagas and stuff, that I started from seed back in August with you guys. So this is all the tatsal, bok choys, mustards, and everything like that all came from these. And this one is the hot mix, which is the other one that they offered. And this one has red and green mustard greens. And let me see if it lists. Okay. Purple wave mustard, line streaked Mizuna mustard, tatsal mustard, red ursa kale, and purple Vienna kohlrabi. So I haven't seen no kohlrabi in my garden growing yet. I've gotten kale that are not listed here. All kinds of like frilly, different kinds of kale, and Mizunas, and lots of different delicious mustards, lots of different pak choys and pak choys and tatsals, and you know, all kinds of stuff like that, even some broccolis. I haven't seen no cabbages. But this was definitely something that I would do again, and I will be planting these again in the fall. And if I see these, I'm always picking them up and even mailed some to my mom, because that is an excellent deal for it to grow a mixture of all kinds of greens, especially if you eat greens as much as I do. All right, so moving along, I'm gonna, oh, and this is the other one that I got from Lowe's, the baby bok choy, which I planted out in my garden as well. I planted a whole bed of this, a couple of them. I just started another one. So we will get into the herbs from MI Gardener. So there's a lot here. This fennel is something that I have not grown in the past. I've never grown it, never bought transplants or anything like that. But I wanted to grow the seeds specifically because we make a lot of our own pork and sausage. And I like fennel seeds. I like cooking with them and cabbage dishes and things like that. And when I went to buy fennel seeds over Christmas when we were making tons of sausage, I could not find any at the store. So I had to go to a couple different stores to find fennel seeds, and then they just had one variety and one brand. So I also would like to use the leaves and all the other parts of the plants to go when I'm making broth and stuff like that in my roasting pan. So I just went ahead and got 3 different kinds to see which one I would like. I got the Florence. So one of these is better at making seeds, and one of them is doesn't make a bulb at all. It's just special for seeds, and this one right here is supposed to bulb. So I just got, you know, 3 different kinds to see which one works best here. So I got the Florence fennel. I got the Grossfittiger. I'm not sure how you say that, but this one is a German variety known as a sweet fennel and most potent and flavorful fennel available today. Strong, sweet, licorice flavor, outstanding cooking herb. Traditionally used in medicinal teas to aid in digestion. And that's another reason for some of these herbs that I've got is for tea, because I like to grow different flowers and herbs in my garden and for tea. So this one is the bronze leaf fennel. This is a crimson bronze variety that's slow to bolt, a non-bulbing. So this is the non-bulbing one that is perfect for adding to salads, coleslaw, and dressing. So that's the 3 kinds of fennel that I got. And then I got chervil, which also tastes to me like a little bit of a licoricey taste. And let's see, this one is a curled chervil or French parsley. So this is known as a French parsley. It definitely doesn't taste like parsley. It definitely has this unique licoricey taste to it. And this is also good for soups and stews, and has medicinal properties as well. And then I got the sweet marjoram, and this is stuff that I use all the time. I even have some of this growing already. Tarragon, which I love the tarragon, especially in and also the summer savory. And these are awesome to cook with in chicken and chicken dishes, and they just both of these taste really good. I just love these. And then I got some anise, which this I basically got for the medicinal properties of this, and also for tea. And then I got some fenugreek, and this is delicious green with edible seeds. Fenugreek greens are used in traditional Indian cuisine for their strong curry taste. In some countries, fenugreek seeds are used like coffee. Their caramel maple scent and flavor make a delightful addition to teas and baking. Used in herbalisms to support digestion and support lactation for lactating mothers. So also another reason why I got the fenugreek was because it's a good ingredient to put in Italian sausage and stuff like that, which I like to make a lot. And it is high in an amino acid called lysine, which is found mostly in meat and eggs, and it is something that chickens need to produce lots of eggs. So this is something that I wanted to start get growing in my yard and get to perennialize in my yard, and hopefully grow enough that I could share some with my chickens when they're out grazing in the yard. And then we just got some broadleaf sage and some Dollar Tree cilantro, which I've been planting everywhere. We got some Ducat dill. So I've not grown this variety. I've just grown like the fern leaf and the bouquet, and the long-standing dill. This Ducat dill is the sweetest variety on the market, not just for its flavor, but for its growth span as well. The variety produces a long period of time from other common types. The sweet yet mild flavor is perfect for pickles and dressings, or fish recipes. Ducat dill produces smaller foliage used in many dishes. So this one is supposedly the sweetest dill out there, and it doesn't go to flower as quickly. So that's why I got that particular variety. And then I got this one. It's called Mexican Mint, Marigold Mint, also known as Mexican Tarragon. This herb is a drought-resistant, heat-tolerant. It is a flowering perennial herb that blooms summer to late fall. Mexican Mint tolerates poor soil but needs drainage. Though this herb spreads freely, you can also divide the plant by digging it in clumps. So traditionally for medicinal and culinary use. So there is medicinal uses for this Mexican tarragon as well. And it has a flower. It has a really cute marigold looking flower on it too. Okay, and the last herb that I got from Emma Gardner is this Hamburg rooted parsley. So the reason why I got this is because it's parsley, but it also has like a parsnip type root. And so I believe that parsley and parsnips and carrots are pretty closely related. So you get double duty with this one. You get parsley, but you also get, the root that you can eat. So this says Central to Eastern Europe, cuisine and resembling a parsnip appearance. This root is widely used for flavoring soup and stews. From the parsnip flavored root to the parsley flavored leaves, the entire plant is edible. Which I always use the tops of carrots in my soup or my broth and stuff like that, just like I use the tops of celery. So just wanted to try that out to see how that goes. And I'm still planting carrots in the garden, and these are the carrots that I'm still working on. The Haas Purple Elite, the Kyoto Red, the Pusa Aceta, and I have a couple of these babies that I planted in the fall, and I pulled them up. It's the first time I've ever grown a really purple carrot before, and especially this variety. And they are definitely, they will bleed on your hands and dye your hands purple. They will, they are very purple. And so they're just like a beet in that regard. So anything that you can with these or cook with these, they will be purple. So I haven't really tasted them because they were kind of really small. But I did, once I pulled them up and I got the dirt off of them with my fingers, I had purple all over my hands. So that is a new one that we are doing this year. And then I've got this one from Dollar Tree, the red cord Chardonnay, and I think this is one that I've been sprinkling everywhere. Okay, moving along to corn. So I do have a order for rareseeds.com for Baker Creek that is coming. I heard that they were behind already. It's going to be a little bit, but I ordered, and then I also ordered a order from True Leaf Market that I'll be sharing with you guys. I'm really excited about. From True Leaf Market, I ordered my corn. I ordered a big bag, like a $8 big pound of peaches and cream, which is one of the corns that I get from our local farms around here. But in the meantime, since I don't have the new corn, I'm going ahead and planting some of the old corn that I have, and seeing what comes up just to use up the seed. So last year I bought this Ferry Morris Jackpot hybrid corn, and it is a bicolor hybrid. sweet corn. Sweeter than other corns. Ears have 16 to 18 rows of white and yellow kernels, disease tolerant. Retain sweetness several days after picking. So this is kind of the same as the peaches and cream, pretty much everything that it says. So I went ahead and planted this whole package. And then when I had planted 3 12-packs of corn, because that's what I had available sitting in front of me. So I did this whole package, and then I filled in what was left. I planted this candy corn hybrid from Fairy Morris and some of the Temptress from Haas Tools. And I can't remember if this is a sweet or a quad sweet, which one it is, but this is a 70-day corn. Let's see what this says. 84 days on the jackpot, and 83 to 89 on the candy corn. Candy corn's another one that's available that I buy sometimes locally from the farmer's market. So that is what I have started already. We'll see how many of these come up. I do want to take that 4x10 bed that I usually grow full of broccoli every year, and grow that whole thing with corn, sweet corn. So I will also be planting out today. I'll be finishing up these 2 bags I have, which this one right here isn't open, but it's early golden Bantam corn, which I've grown in the past successfully. It's from Dollar Tree. We have grown a few ears off that. And then last year or the year before, let's see, this says pack for 2022. So I probably bought this in the spring last year. And it is the Damien KS Super Sweet, which is an 85-day superior sweet corn, and it is very sweet, early variety, large yellow kernels. It's sugar enhanced, that will hold well in different places. So I'm gonna finish using up all these seeds. I'm gonna plant these. I'm gonna plant all of these, and then when my peaches and cream come in from True Leaf Market, I will be planting those. And hopefully, I do also really want to grow some grinding corn for cornmeal this year. And in the past, I have gotten these 3 different varieties from Baker Creek. This one says it was packed for 2022, so that I got this one last year. And this is a Cherokee White. And then we have the Painted Mountain corn. I know I paid like $5 for both of these a piece, for the Cherokee White and the Painted Mountain. They're very proud of these seeds. So this is also for 2022. And then this one I got in 2021. And I planted this, and I actually got, it did pretty well for me, actually. I ended up just using it as a decorative thing, because I didn't get a whole lot, but I did not take the best care of this or fertilize it as well as it should have been, and it still produced some of these. So this is the Atomic Orange, and this is a 60 to 80 day soft flint corn from Montana, 3 to 5 foot, and it produces 1 to 10 inch or 1 to 2 10-inch ears with 8 rows of kernels. So this is the 60 to 80 day 5 foot tall, not very tall corn. The Cherokee White Eagle is a also 8 to 10 inch ears, and this says good yields on sturdy stalks, beautiful white and blue kernels, superb for cornmeal or roasting. So you can roast this and eat it either. I mean, this could go either way. It's not a super sweet corn, you know, like some of the others I was just showing you, but apparently it can be eating as a roasted corn, or you can dry it and use it as a grinding cornmeal corn, which is what I want to do. And then the Painted Mountain, this kind of strikes me as kind of like being like the Glass Gem corn, which I've grown in the past. This is also from Montana, and it says sampled from over 70 open pollinated varieties. diverse range of colors on 7-inch cob, so it's a little bit smaller cob. And this is also only a 4 to 5 foot plant. So it says direct sow, enriched soil 1 to 2 weeks before last frost. Succession planting prolongs the harvest. So this is a, let's see, 70 to 80 day corn. So both of these, I don't think this one really says, but these two right here are pretty similar in their growth habits. So anyways, hopefully I'll get my act together right and get my corn bed planted and heavily amended before I put in all my sweet corn, and keep it watered enough and get enough water to it so it produces. And then if I'm super ambitious and lucky and smart with my time, then I will hopefully grow some grinding corn this year. So we always have to stay ambitious every year, shoot high, that way we land somewhere in the middle, we're still doing good. So that is all the seeds. Oh, I wanted to show you also, I finally got on this bandwagon, and I ordered these from Michael's Craft Store, and they were $14.99 a piece, and they are the colored photo frames. And so they have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they have 16. I got 2 of them, and they have 16 different 4x6 snap buckets. I know like a ton of you already have these. I'm way late for this party, but I finally decided to do this year and change and get my seeds to where they were consolidated and more, you know, organized and able to keep them and store them more easily in a more compact way. So I got these. I got one for the cool weather, which this one has my cool weather stuff, and it has flowers and herbs. And then the other one that I have over here is the warm weather, and it has melons, pumpkins, eggplants, basils, tomatoes, peppers, summer squash. And that reminds me, I have a couple of tomatoes that I got that I haven't showed you, and a couple of peppers. So let me show you the basil, because I didn't even get out this one. So I got a couple of basils. I got the basil sweet Italian, and I got from Dollar Tree, and then I got a lemon basil from Lowe's, and there's more sweet Italian, and I think that's it for the basil that I have right now. I did order some more basil, different new varieties of fancier basil from Baker Creek that is coming. So, and the tomatoes, I got some large red cherries from the Dollar Tree, and I got the black crims from Ferry Morris, and I also got this Gilberty paste tomato. This is an indeterminate from M.I. Gardner, and this says this paste tomato is one of the biggest on the market. Its long, slender shape allows for extra meatiness and less seeds. Grows up to 7-inch long. Rich flavor and acidity. Excellent for sauce, soup, and salsa. So that is the Gilberty. And then I got from M.I. Gardner is this pink oxheart, which I have grown in the past, not from him, but I don't remember where I got the seeds from, but I grew these back in 2020 or 2019, probably both 2019 and 2020, and they were one of my favorite tomatoes. I love these so much. This is also a paste type tomato, but they get really, really big, like really big. And they're indeterminate, 1920s multi-purpose heirloom. This heart-shaped tomato is meaty and solid, making it perfect addition to sandwiches. Sweet and juicy. Density in the walls also makes for a great sauce and paste tomato. So this is awesome. Awesome tomato, one of my all-time favorites, is the pink ox heart. And also from In My Gardener, I got one determinate. So this is the early Cascade. And this is a determinate. It's known for its early yields, cold tolerant nature, and perfectly round slicer tomatoes. Named by the way the tomatoes have commonly been grown by market gardeners for the vine ripe look. The cascade effect not only looks stunning, but will allow each tomato to touch sunlight, which results in even ripening. A great slicer tomato. So that is the tomatoes that I got from In My Gardener and Dollar Tree and Lowe's. And then I got a couple of peppers from In My Gardener. So from In My Gardener, I got this Jimmy Nardello, which is a sweet pepper. I've grown this in the past and really loved it. So it's a big, it looks like a cow horn cayenne, but it's actually a sweet pepper. And it says it's highly prized grilling pepper used in Italian cooking, which genetics can be traced back to the 1900s. The Jimmy Nardello plant produces many deep red, multi-vein mild peppers that are curved at the top, 5 inches long. So these are good fresh or dried, and those are sweet and delicious. Another one that I've grown in years past, I've been growing for a long time, I just didn't have any fresh seeds anymore, is the giant Marconi Red. A lot of people grow these. These are really popular, and for a good reason. They are very prolific and very delicious peppers. So this says the giant Marconi is gorgeous Italian heirloom with a delectable flavor. It's sweet with a hint of smoke. Fruit grows to approximately 8 inches long, making them perfect for stuffing, grilling, or roasting. The Marconi is disease resistant, giving you one less thing to worry about in your garden. And then I have just from the Dollar Tree, a California Wonder. And then I have a bunch of saved seeds in here that I saved from other peppers. And a lot of the pepper plants that I planted this year, I just saved from my fall peppers, which I saved seeds from my summer peppers and planted them and grew them until the freeze and then saved the seeds again. So we got from Dollar Tree, I got the Serrano chili. I got a Hungarian yellow wax. And I haven't even planted these yet. But I have planted these two. From In My Gardener, we have the Chili Diarbo, which I've not planted these. Last couple years, I planted the Guajillo pepper, which is a really widely used in Mexican food for making enchiladas and enchilada sauce and stuff like that, which I absolutely love that pepper. I used it fresh, green, just like a bell pepper or what have you, and I ate it, all the time. It produced tons of peppers, and I loved it. So we are trying another one of their famous Mexican sauce peppers called the Chili Diarbo. This translates to tree chili in Spanish. This cute pepper packs heat. It is about 6 times hotter than a jalapeno. So this one's hot. Unlike the Guajillo pepper, which is not hot. Let this pepper dry until the stem is wood-like for maximum flavor. Make sure to coat it with a bit of oil to get the smoky, nutty flavor from the pepper. So this would be a really good pepper to grow and roast. I like to roast peppers and tomatillos in the oven and broil them or grill them and make salsa verde. And this would make some really good spicy salsa verde, I imagine. So the other one is the Bajillo, and I'm butchering this because my Spanish is not good. So the Bajillo pepper is a true Mexican cuisine favorite. Bajillo translates to little raisin, fitting its ripe appearance. Its slightly wrinkly fruits will mature with a deep brown hue. Highly productive plants produce peppers that are smoky, sweet, and not extremely spicy. Great to dehydrate and use for mole and salsa and more. Another one that I want to use to make salsa, because I make tons and tons of salsa and salsa verde And so I definitely wanted to add these traditional Mexican peppers to the garden this year. I think that's all. I've got winter squash, some more beans, and some few flowers. I'm just trying to remember what I got from True Leaf and Baker Creek. I got some really cool winter and summer squash from Baker Creek coming. Some cool flowers, some salvias. And then from True Leaf Market, I ordered some beans, different kinds of pole and bush beans, and corn. So when those come in, I will share that with you. By the way, this is my first time ordering from True Leaf Market. The reason why I got a hold of them is because we have a Jimmy John's sandwich shop by my work, and I've been going there, and they give you these cherry pickled hot peppers on the side with your sandwiches, and they are amazing. And I looked them up, and they are like a red cherry. They look like a big red cherry, but they're a pepper, and they're round, and they are excellent when you pickle them. And so I had to have some of those peppers and grow some of those peppers because I'm the pepper growing queen. So I looked around the internet and I found them at True Leaf Market. And then, of course, once I got there, I had to look at everything and get a few things. So I think I'll be ordering some more stuff from them later on. And then there's another website that I found kind of like that I've been looking at here lately that I might order from that would be new to me. So I will go ahead and let you guys go. It's a pretty long video. I just wanted to go ahead and show some of the seeds that I have commandeered and gotten in different hauls and stuff so far for the spring planting. And I will talk to you guys later when I have some more seeds and garden stuff to show you. Talk to you later. Bye.